There we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our weekly webinar. My name is Evan. Thank you for taking the time to have a look at what is new. So today's training session, it's a very quick one, is regarding security inspection. So in security inspection, there's quite a bit of products there that will help your environment for security. I'm sure you guys are familiar with whether you at maybe a business school, or maybe courtrooms or airports or any of those type of places where security protection is needed for that categories. So starting off, first of all, this is our product line. So we have different guides, and I'm just waiting for my PPT to move again. Come on, there we go. So we've got a few topics. We're going to look at the overview, then some details, some applications, and a little bit of promotion there as well. So let's get into it. So for the security inspection, there's quite a bit of products that can be used. So starting off, first of all, and yes, it's my pink unicorn mouse. So starting off first is with your baggage check-ins and stuff like that, or parcels or briefcases, laptop bags, stuff like that. We have metal detectors and obviously our X-ray machines. But this category is our X-ray machines. There are different sizes of models that are available, as well as our medium sizes as well for normal use as well. And then our biggest size is a cube. It's 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter. So it's a big square cube, allowing big boxes and items to go through it as an X-ray machine. Then we have our walk-through metal detector. We have different models. There are different series, our 1, 3, and 5 series. Our 5 series had 33 zones capability. Our super display gateway as well is available. Then we get into our millimeter wave. We also have our X-ray body scanner, which you can stand, and then it scans your entire body, and handheld devices as well. Further on, we have some accessories. We're talking about narcotics testing, explosive proof, liquid testings, and other similar products as well, or even explosive devices that can help you in that environment. So to break them down as a family, obviously our X-ray machines, our walk-through metal detectors, handheld metal detectors, our narcotics and liquid testers that are available. They look very similar, but they have different applications. We'll get into that. Our body scanners itself, our millimeter wave, which is just the best technology by far. And then obviously also our anti-explosive containers. These are special containers allowing you to put in explosive devices, seal them, and they can handle a 2.5 TNT explosion and not harm anything within a meter distance. Well, I won't say harm, it's a bomb. So if you put a bomb in there and it goes kaboom, obviously you're going to have some, but this will contain that explosive itself, up to 2.5 TNT. All right, moving forward, let's get into those details. All right, let's start off with the X-ray machines itself. So a hot one is the small one itself. This is a one that very popular in our country at this moment. It's the 5030 model. You'll see that this model itself has normal handbags, laptops, and stuff like that. It even fits sometimes my suitcase, my small model. So it does go through that. You have a workstation, we'll get into that itself. So very nice for different school or court environments. Then we also have the new models itself. This is the 6040, the S model and the D model. This again allows you to take certain things like for government or airport environments, etc. In South Africa, before I move forward, obviously there's different rules and regulations for our air companies and our Air Force and our government agency for airports. So they work on a different license standard of certification for products. And unfortunately, there are only a handful of products that are allowed to. We do have certification for aviation, but it's only for our domestic flights and not international flights. Unfortunately, for national flights, this is a different story. So just letting you know, so it is out there. Then we have the bigger ones. This is the 50, the 65 by 50. It's a big model. It also has that where the luggage goes onto it and slides off. And then we have the big models itself, like I mentioned earlier. So for bigger environments that you might need it for logistics or something like that. So let's break down how that X-ray machine works and what's the details of that. I think I went a little bit too fast on that one. There we go. So in that itself, there is a built-in AI product design unit that will focus on the AI itself, up to 35 type of detections. So from a knife to a bottle cap to maybe something that's a plastic bottle or something that's got a shape of a knife kind of effect. It doesn't have to be a metal blade itself, but it will detect anything that could be as seen as a weapon. So very good imaging itself. So in the imaging, it will show you the detail of that image. It looks like this person's got a fan in his luggage. I don't know. But anyway, that's obviously looking like a laptop could be, because I can see the keyboard buttons. There's a lighter there. So there's quite a few items in this luggage. Whoop, my bad. There we go. Let's see this one. Come on. Yep. There we go. So let's see. There's a bottle cap. You'll see that it will notice what the items are, how they look like. But you can see little details, even the zip on the bag. There's a standing knife in there, or sorry, a bladed knife there. So there's few items. This is a cable. I'm not sure what cable that is. You can see the screws. Somebody put some stuff on there. Oh, I thought it was it is a keyboard, not a laptop. Sorry, my bad. That looks like a kitchen knife, eh? Heck, upside down. So all the little screws and stuff, and there's different colors that will provide you that information. Very good and easy to see. So for the larger environments, we can go even more into depth. We have our certification, like I said, only for our country is for domestic flights, not international flights. Unfortunately, this is our country's rules and regulations, and unfortunately, we have to abide by it. So you can see all those different shapes and colors, and you can see there's different tones. There's obviously your black, blue, then you have your light blues and your blues itself. You have your green, your light green, your oranges, your light oranges, giving you different indications, and we'll get into that a little bit more. So moving forward, here we go. Here's a little showcase of how the cameras will pick up the environment itself. So sometimes even if I go to the airport, putting down my luggage, I'm unsure about who's taking the luggage at the other end. So this gives you a nice little interface for operators to be able to use. This interface will tell you whatever the items are that's ticked that you need to see in that environment, but the cameras will highlight where you put the item onto the belt, when it came off the belt, who the person was, and different on the other end as well. So 4 cameras that surrounds that area, and obviously the 5th image is the image of the actual bag that's going through it, or the item that's going through it, which is a very nice little feature for operators to be able to see that in detail. I'm sure if you know how our X-ray machines in our country at some of our airports are working, yeah, it's a problem. So if there is in the event that maybe for the situation, it sees something that's valuable that's been put onto the conveyor belt through the X-ray machine, it will pop up an alarm warning, giving you indication, whatever the situation is of that package that might be harmful, etc. Right. So all those rules can be configured through your HIG Central Connect, your HIG Central Professional and HIG Central Connect for mobile use. So this gives you that capability to see that. When it comes to the machine itself and HIG Central Professional as a platform for that foundation, first of all, you need the basic license. After that, you can go for either the security inspection, which gives you certain modules. If you want to go with X-ray machine, if you want to add your cameras or maybe your walk-through metal detectors and stuff like that. So please refer back to your Hikvision representative or your ND company that you are dealing with, whoever they might be. So that will support you. You can also speak to us as Hikvision. We do have an internal company that we support regarding these devices. Report and data, very simple, from a daily report to a yearly report, telling you what the amount of traffics were, what the amount of triggers were, You can say that every quarter we had more cell phones or more knives or batteries going through it. So reports, it's kind of a big deal. It makes a lot of sense why we have that. So we can maybe relay to the school to say, listen, we have picked up this year 15 knives that came into the school, which was not acceptable. All right. So we all know how the schools are working. So in those colors, like I said, there are different colors itself. You can set it to 3, customize it to 6. The nice thing about it is you have your orange, which is more focused on different things like your paper or water, or certain normal things itself, like natural things. Then you have obviously like your rubbers and your glass and plastics and stuff like that. So different categories, and anything that's metal or close to metal environment, like guns and knives, those will be your blues or your light blues. So just to break them down as colors, you can see half of it is like a light orange or dark orange itself. Then we have the light green or dark green. And as I mentioned, you have the light blue and the dark blue, but also black, which means it's hard things that the X-ray machine cannot see through because of the thickness of it. But we did tell you customize 6 colors, but for me personally, I still think it's 7 colors. But that's just my own preference, seeing the different colors and the accuracy of those devices. So as a tip itself, it will highlight to you something that might be important or not important. We do have the OTP platform for this. This allows you to do fingerprint itself. So you can click on that. It makes it easier for operators to log in and make use of this functionality. We are using a Linux software in the background as compared to Windows, because Windows is a little bit hungry. This is the login fingerprint on the top. You have the keyboard as well. Not all models, certain models. This gives you the capability of using the keyboard as an emergency stop. Maybe someone put their Chihuahua inside the handbag going through the X-ray machine. We don't want the Chihuahua to come out all funky and crazy. So keep that in mind as well. And then there's sensors on the side, and it's very similar sensors as a normal conveyor trolley belt sensors to detect if there's a bag on it. If you've gone to any ShopRites or Pick n Pays or certain normal grocery stores, they have the same. So if you put it on the conveyor belt, it starts moving. Once it gets to the till area, that sensor picks up and then the conveyor belt stops. So this is just the opposite way. If you put your luggage down, it detects that there's something there and it will start moving, saving you energy and saving you time. So the rolling speed of that conveyor belt is between 0.2 meters per second to, you can adjust it according to what it needs to be, to 0.4. So you can slow it down so they can inspect a little bit better. So if you need to see more information. So this makes it easier for you to use this kind of environment. Let's move forward. There's also YouTube videos, so please go to Hikvision South Africa or to the Hikvision channel itself. There are videos to explain how these works into details. If you do download the PDF of this, there is a link, as you can see, towards that, so you can also go and have a look. We're not going to play that video, but letting you know that it's there. We all know how my Zoom sessions and videos work. Don't go hand in hand. Moving forward. Then we get into the millimeter wave. In the millimeter wave, this technology is just amazing. We use 75 gigahertz of frequency wave to be able to detect what items as a snapshot you have on you. So it's not a metal detector. It's not an object detector. It is an image detection. So when we see something going through on the body that looks the shape of a bottle, pill, or knife, or something like that, we can define where those points are. Please take note that this device does not show you the image because it needs to be privacy. As a technical side in the background, yes, there's a possibility we can see that image, but as in front of people or operators, they see a picture like this, and we only highlight a small picture of that area. Please take note, if the person is hiding something in their bum, yes, it's going to show you their bum. it's one of those things. It's you know, not the X-ray, but the, you know, the millimeter wave. It's going to detect that. All right. So just to break that down, it detects objects itself, anything to do with metal or non-metal, knives, plastics, doesn't matter, any shapes. The AI detects the information of what it sees. There's no X-ray itself. It uses that millimeter wave, so it's not harmful to a human being. Clear, crystal clear images. We can see different items on the person itself. There needs to be that space itself. But if they're not wearing a jacket and maybe you are hiding something like 300 Rand notes that's folded up and you put it in your pocket, the algorithm is designed to be able to detect that, to see that, you know, person is hiding money or whatever the case might be. Privacy is there and it's very fast. You just walk in, you hold up or just stand out, and then it does this body scan and you are done. So this is much easier instead of just telling you, oh, there is an item and the person, it still needs to be searched. So there's different spots and different things that we can see, from USB sticks, maybe for security use, for businesses, lighters, so you don't want any flames in the buildings, knives, weapons itself, drugs, concealed, maybe explosive, powder. Yeah, we can detect powder. I don't know if it's baby powder or a happy powder, but it's some sort of powder. Cash, like I said, so there are different items that we can detect in different areas. And if you wanted to see how those images would look like, you're not going to see the entire picture of the person. You're only going to see where they are hiding it. These are cigarettes, mobile phone, there's a firearm there, some powder, this is a knife concealing a lighter. So it will see the different objects of the image itself. So this technology is just amazing with what it can do. But please take note, again, for any operators that may or may not use this, if the person is hiding something in their bum, you're going to see the bum. All right, take note of that. Moving forward. So there's also a YouTube video to show you exactly how that works. So you can, on YouTube, if you're watching this, you can pause it, take note of the name, and maybe search that on YouTube. You'll find it on our channels. And there is also on the PDF, you'll find it is a web link, so you can go directly to that video. Moving forward, then we have our X-ray body scanner. This helps any harsh, large environments to do a thorough body scan of X-ray. And the nice thing about this is, and I want to explain this in the best way that I can, because people say, oh, body scan, X-ray, that's dangerous, can't do this. We call this, you'll see that it only admits, when it scans you, between 0.05 to 0.2 micro sieverts. So this is what we measure. Dr. Sievers itself introduces to the public and into normal science to explain how do we measure X-ray itself. So certain things are harmful, other things, it's okay. There's worse things to do. So if you look at what you will be exposed to for that time period per scan, that's so little, right? And I just want to show you compared to average things in life that you already been exposed to when it comes to radiation, because X-ray is radiation that it gives off. Here's my explanation. If you eat 2 bananas, you have more radiation that you have consumed compared to the body scanner in one scan. So doesn't make sense. Okay. So that microsieverts itself, if you stand in the sun for an hour, yeah, it's still less than our body scanner. So keep that in mind. Taking a flight, okay, someone needs to tell my management that I need to stop traveling because that's quite a lot. It's not good for me. Okay, how does it look like? Very simple. You enter into one area, you stand still, you do a body scan, and then you move out. So this allows you as a floor plan, just to give you an idea, your operator will always be very far away with a shielded area, because again, it is harmful, but not at an extent. But if a person works on it day to day, they need to be protected, which makes sense. If I'm a flight attendant, I'll be very concerned at this moment. So keep that in mind. But if you look at it, you have an entry point as a floor plan, you stand still, you get the scan, and you move out. Very safe. And if you want to look at that, again, it is an X-ray, so please be warned. It is an X-ray, so whenever someone is hiding something, you can see that. So I'm going to skip and move forward. So whatever the person is trying to hide on them, and I'm sure we've all seen those videos online from customs or airport security on Discovery. This is the main things to concentrate on. All right. So even if the person has swallowed something, again, same scenario. Let's move forward. All right. Next topic is our walk-through metal detectors. Walk-through metal detectors works well. You have different options. So you have the 18 zone metal detector itself. So this is very nice, very basic, straightforward for any school or any normal environment. Then we have more of a sophisticated one that is the 33 zone, which is also still nice. But what we mean by the zones itself, I will highlight that just now for you guys. Then we have the large model itself. This is a very sophisticated one. It also focuses on counting people, just like the other one. It also does temperature screening on certain models. So it depends on what application you're going for, and this will help you to detect where exactly that is. So just to explain the zones, here's a model. This model has a temperature camera on it, a thermal camera, so we can see the temperature, a facial capturing on that as well. So we see the detail on the display. It's a touchscreen display itself, helping you, can be pulled into HEEC Central Professional, supports that nice little screen. And then the zones, what does it mean? It means, unlike ours, it just shows you in our country when you go through the airport that you have something on the left or something on the right. This shows you pinpoint location where you have something on you, on your body. All right. So very nice, sophisticated, much better. Again, going through that videos, if you wanted to have a look at how that exactly works. My PPT has stopped. It's moving forward. There we go. So there are videos that you can go and watch. Please have a look at those videos if you wanted to have more information, or just visit our Hikvision South Africa webpage for YouTube, and you can just search on there for metal detector or walk-through metal detector, etc. All right, moving forward. Licensing as well, as I mentioned earlier, very similar. You need a base license. You need that security inspection model license. So if you needed the code, there is the code. If you want the channels for the cameras, you needed also to add that in. So please speak to your Hikvision representative or speak to your company that you provide. But as I mentioned, please take note that we do have a company that we are partnering up with when it comes to the security inspection. We will help you. We will do the certification. We will assist with the planning. Please come to us. We will definitely assist. All right. Moving forward, up to the last point. There we go, some accessories. So the first accessory that we have here is our liquid testings itself. So not just our liquid testing, but anything to do with that category itself at the airport. We also have a handheld device that can be used. That handheld device can also, it's a little sticker that you get and you tap on the person's clothing, put it in there, and it can tell you if they were in contact with anything that was dangerous or etc. Then there's the liquid one itself. You've got the bottle. We also have a handheld device that you can scan the water bottle. My camera is very delayed. Scan the water bottle. It will tell you if the liquid inside there is safe or not safe without opening the device. Then we have our explosive device itself. We actually have two models, but yeah, we're just highlighting one. This gives you the capability of either having it mobile, so it can be pushed around. It is big, it is heavy, but it allows for a 2.5 TNT to go inside it. And then once it explodes, I've seen the tiles break underneath it, but it protects the area very nicely. Okay, moving forward. Let's just see if I can move forward because it looks like it's stuck again. Give me a second, guys. My apologies. These things do happen. Come on. Moving? Are we moving? Are we moving this? Okay. It's stuck. Yeah. Give it a second, guys. My apologies. So, yeah. Quite a bit of equipment, for security inspection. Okay. Yeah. How's the weather? It's nice. How's the traffic? Horrible. Yeah. At least we have power. So that's a good sign. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It looks like something is happening. Give it a chance. Okay. Not going there. Guys, my apologies. I think I might need to close this and reopen it because it is completely stuck on my side. So my apologies. These things happen with these PowerPoints sometimes. Task manager, restart program. Sorry. Okay. Close. There we go. Yeah, my calendar is outdated. I know. My workload is way too much. So my apologies. Yeah, this is the wrong. We're in the 1st of November. So my apologies. My calendar is really outdated. While I'm opening this baby, that's not working. That's not working. Okay. Let's try something else. I got 1 or 2 more pages, so my apologies. These things do happen. My laptop is not the fastest or strongest when it comes to these live webinars and trainings. So I definitely need to look at replacing that. Come on. Very slow computer. Okay. No, it's not the company's fault. It's a me fault. So for one of you that put there, open. There we go. I have to get it sorted. So I will when I get the time. Time is a problem. Sorry, guys. There's some nice pages that I would really like to highlight to you guys. Give me a chance. There we go. It's opening. Come on. Okay. Almost there. Waiting for it to open. Come on, faster. Sorry, guys. It's crashing on me again. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Okay. While we're waiting for that, for it to wake up on me, let's see if I can open up our training for this. 1 second. That's also not going to happen. Okay. All righty then. Fun times. Really fun times. I wonder how many people are laughing at me at this moment. Okay. Close. There we go. So while I'm waiting for that PPT to wake up, let me highlight to you guys on the training for these if you wanted to learn even more. Give me a second. It's opening as well. Yet I've got my LAN cable plugged in for my internet connectivity, not Wi-Fi. So, okay. Come on. Yeah, I definitely need another laptop. Okay. Then, while we're waiting for that to open, let's open this up. So this is our e-learning platform. If you wanted to know more about that security inspection, you want to have maybe some training regarding that, please visit our website. I see my computer is really dragging it out. You can go and have a look for overview itself with all the courses, or you can go down and you'll find, I think the security inspection is in here. Let's just double check if I got a shortcut. There we go. Security inspection. Once you've opened it up, you'll notice that we have this training course for this. There's quite a few modules in there that you can go and train so you can be more familiar. Just need to enroll for that course. I want to see, it looks like this PPT has now woken up slightly. Low system requirements might be audio or video. Okay, so my system is not happy with me. Okay, so while we're on that topic for that, let's see. Okay, I'm going to close this and hopefully things will go better. Closing. That should be better. Why is it not better? Okay. Guys, unfortunately, this PowerPoint is not working well. It keeps on crashing on me.